It's the devil himself, Derek Drexl, your elite champion, coming at you from my compound down here in Tampa, Florida. See, for the last 2 weeks, I've been bombarded with the same question over and over again. Doesn't matter if it's email, it's Facebook messages on Twitter, it's all the same damn question. Drexl, why did you turn your back on the Illuminati? Why did you turn your back on DOA? See, I didn't turn my back on anybody. That's probably what Terry and that clown and Hess and Thunder all want you to think, but it wasn't me that turned my back on the Illuminati and DOA. No, they turned their backs on me a long time ago. 14 months ago, to be exact. So let's do a little quick history lesson here. 14 months ago, I had a loser leaves town match against Jeremy Blanchard. Granted, one of the best in the Pacific Northwest. But you know, and I know, Jeremy, that I could have beat you that night one-on-one. And that's why it wasn't one-on-one. No, in your corner, you had your brother Bubba. The tag team of the decade, the Blanchard brothers, against me. And I fought tooth and nail and came within inches of beating you, Jeremy. But with your brother's help, you got that 1, 2, 3, and you sent me packing. So you'd think Jeremy had his brother in his corner watching his back, helping him out. Where were my brothers? That's a really good question. Where were my Illuminati brothers? Well, Thunder was hanging out in the dressing room, getting drunk on Jägermeister, hitting on some B-rate Southeast Portland stripper. Hess was playing Mr. Mom and was eating candy bars and cookies and getting fat playing with little Hess. Someone that doesn't belong in our locker room, Hess. This is for adults, not for kids. And then my brother from another mother, my tag team partner, Quiz, the guy who said he would always have my back. Well, Quiz was out back, all right, out back behind the building with C.J. Edwards doing whatever his people do. See, my brothers weren't there for me. They walked away 14 months ago, and they let me leave DOA. I don't know the reasons behind it. I mean, Thunder, Hess, you guys got your own thing. You do your own thing, your own lives. You're all busy with it. I mean, since I left, how often have I heard from you guys? 2, 3 times in the last 14 months? Every 3-4 months I get a random text that says, "Hey brother, how you doing? Hope things are good." And that's it. I knew you guys were done with me. I left. I wasn't in your lives. See ya. Sayonara. Good riddance. You know, we'll be Facebook friends. But Quiz, HBQ, you did keep calling me. You called me all the time. You called me to tell me how you stole the show. How everyone had the name HBQ on the tips of their tongues. How you were going to get to face ROH and TNA star Christopher Daniels in DOA wrestling. You were going to get to wrestle Christopher Daniels. And how you once again stole the show. How everybody was talking about how good your matches were. They were showing up just to see your matches. How you, HBQ, we're going to get a championship match. You're going to be in the main event. Your chance at DOA singles gold. Call me to tell me how you shocked everybody and how you pinned Sullivan. How you were the DOA champion. How good you were. How you were the best. And everybody loved you. See, Quiz, you had to keep calling and calling and calling and telling me how great your life was. And one day, it dawned on me why you were doing that. See, before I left Quiz, you were always in my shadow. You were always behind the devil in the pecking order. You knew the only way to get out of my shadow was to make sure that you didn't have my back. You knew that Bubba was out at ringside and was helping out Jeremy that entire match. You knew it. You were watching it. You saw it all, and you just didn't care because you wanted me to leave. That was the only way that you were going to get the spotlight. How you were going to take charge. That's it, wasn't it? So 6 months passes, and I'm gone from DOA, and, you know, the loser leaves town stipulation was over. You'd think that Terry Farnes, the owner of DOA, would have hit up the devil at some point. Maybe said, hey, how you doing? Are you wrestling down in Florida? You know, hope things are doing well. We'd love to have you back at DOA sometime. No, I never heard from Terry. Not once. Heard from his wife once. But never Terry. He didn't want the devil back in DOA. I was one of the founding fathers, Terry, and you knew with me gone, you had that much more control over that locker room and that company. See, everyone wants to know why'd I come back? I came back because I got a phone call from someone who actually did care. The sinner, Jason Sullivan. See, Jason, when he called me, he asked how I was doing. He checked to see if I was wrestling down here, but he also asked if I had any interest in coming back to DOA. He was the first person to ask me if I ever wanted to come back to DOA. See, he got with Sweetser, and they paid for my ticket. It wasn't you, Terry. I never got a ticket from you. Maybe the clown told you that he mailed out my ticket, but I never got that. No, I got a ticket from Michael Sweetser. I got a phone call asking me to come back from Jason Sullivan. Guys that actually cared about what I was doing in my life and if I wanted to come back home. See, they told me that they had already ran through just about everyone in DOA. From Bad Company to the Blanchards to everyone in the Illuminati except for you, Quiz. You were that one person that they couldn't beat. Everyone went into the ring with you. And somehow, you came out victorious. And they knew the only person that was that much better than you was me. That's why I slid in that ring. That's why I picked you up in the apocalypse and dropped you on your head, finishing the job on your broken spine and once and for all sending you to the hospital for surgery and a metal rod shoved between two of your vertebrae. See, Quiz, the way I see it, everything you've done in the last 14 months, it should have been me. I should have been stealing the show. I should have been fighting Christopher Daniels, the fallen angel versus the devil himself. And I should have been the DOA champion. So I had a choice. I could listen to Jason Sullivan and Michael Sweetser, the two guys that were looking out for me, or I could stay down here and think of myself as the Jannetty of our tag teams. Well, I proved I was no Jannetty when I super kicked your face right through that barbershop window. Didn't I, Quiz? I proved that I was that much better. And sure, I don't have the DOA championship. I got something just as good. The Elite Championship. And here comes War Games. HBQ, you're gone bye-bye. Your career is over. You don't even know if you're going to ever be able to run again and play with your kid. Well, come War Games, the man, the sole survivor of the last War Games to take place in Portland, I am leading my Team Elite in that ring against Team DOA. Terry Farnes, Stupid Clown, me and Jason Sullivan started DOA, and me and Jason Sullivan will finish DOA. And come September, Elite Pro Wrestling is not just going to be the best thing in the Pacific Northwest, but we're going to go nationwide, hiring the best talent from across this country. So everyone with your DOA contracts, start looking for a new job, because come War Games, the Elite takes over. And as far as all you fans that are all worried about what HBQ's going to do, where he's gone, does it really matter? I mean, I can steal a show just like I did at Star Spangled Stare Down, or whatever the hell that stupid name that DOA came up with was. I can steal the show. I can be a champion that you can be proud of. The Devil can be your homeboy. There is no more homeboy quiz. The Devil is your homeboy. It's Derek Drexl. And the Elite is the best. And nobody's gonna stop us.